Hello everyone, this is Alfonso Moreno from Airline Training Academy, and on this, it's going to be a long video. I'm going to be talking about supply and demand and price action and the power of supply and demand, how it influences every stock, Forex, cross pair, cryptocurrency, ETF, futures, or any asset. I mean, price action and supply and demand are like the cornerstone of trading, and even more if you use the bigger time frames where the big investors, the professional traders are placing the trades and cause movement like this ones, as you can see in these stock, because I wanted to start with this particular one because I was like browsing several stocks to update on the Airline Training Academy, and I wanted to start with this one because most of the examples that I'm going to show you here on this video, all of them were posted before the fact. And when I say before the fact, I'm talking about days, weeks, and months before price drops to these imbalances. Okay? This is not a course on how to trade supply and demand, but an introduction on what you should expect and what you are missing when you are ignoring supply and demand and price action, because both of them go together hand by hand. Okay? Supply and demand, price action creates, this is price action candlesticks, okay, creates demand, and the demand is made of price action. So they are like interconnected, interlinked, interweaved, okay. One without the other is not possible, because an imbalance, the basic structure, is made of certain candlestick price action. And this works on stocks and Forex and cryptocurrencies and ETFs and everything. And you need to be able to read the market participants behind every single candlestick. Moreover, if you're using the bigger time frames, because that's where you can see where the professional investors and the hedge funds and the big boys are placing the trades. Okay. So like I said, this video is going to show you how these imbalances, why you need to wait, okay, and why you are not probably aware of these imbalances, and you're probably buying into demand. I mean, you are selling into demand or buying into supply. I said you shouldn't be doing that, and probably it's because you're using the smaller time frames to place your trades, and you are unaware of these imbalances. So what happens? I don't know. What can I do here? Okay, I'm gonna use the reply functionality. Okay. And let me hide this. So now you go to the daily time frame, okay? So what do you think is going to happen here? So no matter which indicators you use, oscillators, EMA crosses the 20 with the 50, the 100 EMA, the 200 EMA, or the 500 EMA, or the Bollinger Bands, or the CCI indicator, RSI, everything. This is going to tell you that, okay, shorts, RSI, CCI, when it's overbought, then I sell. Okay, things like that. And so the trend is down. It's obviously down on the daily. But what you do not realize, okay, is that we've got this strong imbalance on Zillow stock. Okay, this is the weekly time frame. 1W, Z, that's the symbol, stock symbol, Zillow Group Incorporation. So the daily is saying, okay, sell. And what happens? Let me undo this. Ooh, what happens there? The demand level on the weekly takes control, and look at the reaction. Okay, so now you start reading price action. Wow, this is what happens. Price action, okay, demand level on this particular stock reaches the $40 area, and then it rallies for 2 weeks and breaks the highs. Then it retraces to that reaction there again, and then from there, it's been rallying. And you can see now that before we had like strong bearish impulses. You can see the width and the strength and of the candlestick body here. Price action is key to supply and demand, and also to most Forex and stock trading strategies, no matter if you're using smaller time frames or bigger time frames for swing trading, long term or short term. It doesn't really matter. Price action is everything. Okay. And it is the only, let's say, indicator. It's not an indicator, it's just price. That doesn't change, because oscillators and indicators will vary, will change depending on volatility. So you will have like the EMA crossing like this, the May 6th and the 12th, or the 10th and the 12th, and then suddenly there's like news events or something like that, and then they will uncross. And then you took a trade because they were crossed. So price action is the only one. Let's say indicator is not an indicator, to be honest, but it's the only, let's say, parameter in a chart, on a price chart, that doesn't change. If the candlestick here, for example, current candlestick, if today was Friday night, this weekly candle would close at $63.13 per share. It's not going to open on Monday, okay? This candle is not going to change. That's fixed. I mean, a candle close, okay, a closed candle is a closed candle. But a moving average, an exponential moving average, or Bollinger Bands, or CCI, or RSI oscillators, they will change. Okay, so taking that into consideration, okay, supply and demand, we need to locate those strong impulses. Okay, a strong impulse does not, okay, and this is crucial to understand, does not necessarily mean that there is an imbalance. Okay, but all imbalances are made of strong impulses, like this one too. Okay, so so whenever you see like, okay, there is like 2 or 3 large candlesticks, bearish candlesticks like this, okay, that's supply. Nope, it isn't. This one is not supply. This is nothing. This is nothing. Okay, this is demand. This is demand. Okay. But that is not supply, and this is not demand, this is nothing. So there are rules for that, okay? There are rules for that. But the thing here is that when you see this very strong rally, which you are probably unaware of if you are a stock trader and using completely different stock trading strategies for short-term, intraday, whatever you want, even scalping. If you are not aware of the bigger time frames, and most traders are not aware of the bigger time frames, and they use smaller time frames. So again, let's use this functionality, and I use the replay functionality on TradingView. So now let's go to the daily time frame, which is like the biggest time frame used by most traders. You're doing intraday. Okay, so the weekly time frame, I don't think too many people take into consideration the weekly time frame. The monthly, even less. Okay, that's like science fiction to short-term traders. But you can use those imbalances to plan short-term trades on stocks and Forex using other stock strategies. Okay, Forex strategies, depending on which market you're trading. So if we go back to the weekly, well, I was going to say, so you take a look at the daily. What I mean. Okay, price has been rallying, so probably you're going to wait for a pullback. If you're using Fibonacci extensions, maybe to the 50 or 61 point, whatever, or even 30 something, whatever. And then from there, you're going to take a trade. Okay? No, I mean, obviously, there are like so many stock trading strategies for short-term, long-term, all that you can, they are limited. I mean, probably all of them work. Okay? But if you are not aware of price action context and location, and you do not do multiple time frame analysis, you are going to be placing a trade, expecting, imagine that pullback here on the daily, but this is the weekly. You are unaware of the weekly time frame, and you are unaware of that strong weekly imbalance. Completely unaware. And why are you unaware of it? Because you are not using the weekly time frame. And that's where, okay, look at this rally, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4 very large candlesticks on the weekly time frame. And they are the strongest candlestick bodies and the strongest impulse ever, except this one. That happened like back into November 2021. And this is 2024, okay? So if you are unaware of these strong impulse, obviously you're going to be using like the 1 hour, 15 minute, even 5 minute for scalping, and probably they will work for some time. But we are expecting this. This is what we are expecting, okay? Because after a very strong rally, the market needs to retrace, pull back, to dip, okay? A lot of profits are being made there, taking profit, price drops, okay? And you could say, okay, I don't believe people is doing that. Well, there are hundreds, well, if not thousands, many thousands of examples at Center for Airline Training Academy, and also on my YouTube channel and Instagram. And unfortunately, my YouTube channel was eliminated by YouTube like a few months ago, and that got me really, really sad, because there were hundreds of examples of these imbalances. But somebody hacked my account and they published I don't know what, and YouTube, well, deleted my channel, and I haven't been able to recover it. And even though I have an email from YouTube telling me that the IT team telling me that my channel was actually hacked and somebody else from another IP published something. But even having that proof, I haven't been able to talk to a human. It's just crazy. Oops, what happened there? So, this is what we have. So, after a very strong rally, we're waiting for the pullback. And that's like the cornerstone supply and demand or any other strategy. So, if price rallies strongly, you should not buy after a strong rally, and you should not sell after a strong sell-off. That's rule number one. Okay. And rule number two, you should be looking for very strong impulses. Although many of these impulses are not imbalances, okay? And you should do top-down analysis. But this is not a video to analyze that. I'm just gonna show you many examples, okay? Call way before the fact on Set and Forget Airline Training Academy, and also my Instagram channel, and on the on Set and Forget blog trade idea, okay? And they are there, and I'm sending emails every week to people. I can say, okay, this is what I'm expecting. You should take advantage of this if you can. Okay, like many examples, like I recorded, well, published lately, like this one on Zillow, and I did also on Visa, Tesla, Visor, on Manu. I did on Ryanair, European airline. I did on the Aussie dollar versus the Kiwi dollar, on the euro versus the Kiwi dollar, the euro versus the Australian dollar, the euro versus the yen, and so many other, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some Bitcoin ETFs. I did all that way before the movement happened, okay? And those trade ideas are playing out exactly as we expected. And they were published way before price movements started to happen, or even before price reached those imbalances. So this is one of the examples. So if we go here, you can see here on my Instagram account, you can see examples that today I updated Visa, okay, which was published before this rally happened, okay? It should be like around there, okay? Visa rallying, expecting that to happen. So I update on Valkyrie Bitcoin ETF too. I am expecting this on this German company on the 101, price dropping down there, and from there rallying. This is what we're expecting. The Euro Aussie, we were expecting price to react from there, and that is exactly what is happening on the Euro versus the Australian dollar, Forex crossbear. And on the Euro versus the Kiwi dollar, New Zealand dollar, we are expecting this. I mean, this is being published many, many days before the actual movement, okay? And we're gonna take a look at many of this, okay? For example, on Zillow, oops, that was a video published, but there was another one before, somewhere, before that happened, Zillow, okay? Zillow rallying, and then another one before. So all of them are being published before they happen, okay? So, and Zillow is one of them. So as you can see, when price reacts or starts to react to these imbalances, you're going to see price action that tells you so. We're breaking the highs, very strong, large ERC candles, standing range candles. Price action is everything, remember? And here we've got a very strong rally, and look at this candle, which engulfs the previous bearish candlestick. And then we've got the same thing here, okay? So this is an imbalance on the weekly, and this is another one. This one is like super strong. As you can see, price reacted, and then we are expecting now Zillow to drop there, and from there a reaction, okay? But that didn't happen. So, okay, I have to wait now for how many weeks? Oh, whoops. Well, rally 1, 2, 3 weeks. Today, this Tuesday, 15th of October, 2023. I haven't recorded a YouTube video for a long time. I didn't know what to do, to be honest. after my YouTube channel was eliminated. So, well, I've started these educational videos again and see where it takes me, because it's very hard to lose like thousands of subscribers and hundreds of videos, 13 years of videos, webinars and everything, and it's painful, to be honest. So, price action is everything, and as price action creates this super strong imbalance, we must expect this. And as price starts reacting to this, you can take advantage of these imbalances on this stock market, Zillow Group stock, by using smaller time frame stock strategies, even scalping this 5 minute, 1 hour, or the New York market open with those small gaps that usually happen. Those gaps are filled in the smaller time frames on the 1 hour and the 50 minute. And you can take advantage of those buy options provided by the markets, using the power of supply and demand, and you knowing that price action is going to do this minimum, okay? And it actually eliminated those highs and created another imbalance over there in the weekly. So now you have to wait a little bit. We've been waiting almost for a month. Let's see if price drops there, and obviously if it plays out, because I'm talking here, or you might think that every imbalance plays out. No way, okay? There's not a single stock trading strategy or Forex trading strategy or price action strategy for any market that can provide you with 100% success. That's impossible. And you know that, okay? So I'm not claiming that this one does. This is just one of hundreds of stock and Forex trading strategies that can foresee what's going to happen with certain high probability. And this is very high probability. Okay, and this is for swing trading on stocks, to be honest. But you can take the reactions and use a smaller time frame and take advantage of that. And this happens the same thing. The same thing happens on the daily time frame and the 1 hour time frame and the 50 minute time frame, because price action is fractal, and the same movements and the same price action candlestick patterns replicate themselves on every single time frame and seeing every single asset, no matter what. Okay, so this is an example. So what happens now? We are waiting for Zillow to drop them there, and hopefully we're gonna get that rally. Okay, but for now, if you've been long from down there for a long-term investment, then okay, you should be protecting your investment, or maybe you should have closed your investment after a certain profit, because if you take the full imbalance over there, let's say, and you protect down there. So the stock rally 100%, 200%, 300%, 400%. So that means, again, nope, that if you invested $1,000 there, you already made $4,000 in a couple of months. If you invested $10,000 over there, okay, it's risked because the investment is different. If you risked $10,000 there, you made already $40,000 in a couple of months. Well, 3 months probably. Okay, let me see. The reaction happened in 5 months and a half. It took 5 months and a half for you to quadruple your initial risk. Okay, and that's great. This is set and forget. Okay, this is the idea behind Set and Forget Online Training Academy and the training community that I wanted to create many years ago. I started 2013, and this is set and forget. Zoll set and forget. You set your trade and forget about it. Okay, that's it. Obviously, these are not like unlimited money here to be made here. You have to have your money management strategy, because that's crucial. Okay, you don't want to become greedy in trading, because you're going to give everything back to the market always. So this is Zillow. Okay, I started this one because it's like the last one updated today on Set and Forget Online Training Academy, and I just wanted to start with this so you understand what we are going to be talking about. Okay, we're not going to be talking about how these imbalances are created, how to draw them. That takes many hours of learning. Okay, because you need to know many different candlestick patterns, multiple candlestick patterns. Price action is critical to supply and demand, and it takes time, experience, and all that. It's not like, okay, this is exactly how you draw it every single time, because unlimited combinations. Like, of candlestick patterns. Okay, so this is Zillow, and this was published, like I said, on my. You can check that on my Instagram account, YouTube, also Facebook, and all that. It was published way before the reaction happened. So I am Spanish. I'm from Europe. So maybe if you are from America or any other continent, you don't know one of the biggest airlines. Okay. In Europe, this is low-cost airline, Ryanair Holdings. This company is from Ireland, and well, Michael O'Leary is the CEO or president, or I don't know what. But this guy changed the airline business here in Europe, at least. I don't like what he did, but well, obviously it allows me and many people to fly for very cheap prices to many places in Europe, and that's great. But well, there are pros and cons for that. Okay, they have really bad customer service and etc. But it allows every citizen in Europe using their services to fly to many places for very cheap prices. And they started with advertising things, or like ad campaigns like "you fly for €0" many years ago. I remember I traveled to Belgium and to Germany for €0 for free. And that's the way they became very well known. And now they are one of the biggest ones. So what happens here is that we've got, if you are, this is the monthly time frame, okay? This is the monthly time frame. And this has been published on my YouTube channel, Instagram, and also on my blog Trade Idea. Go here to my website, Hotclicks blog. So maybe if I look for this, where is it? Ryanair, my friend. Okay, there it is. This is like the second update, I believe. Ryanair demand surge. What factors could propel Ryanair stock to new heights? I read an article about it, and look at this. This is what we were expecting. And now, well, look at that. That is what's going on with Ryanair. And I believe maybe, I just cannot search here. There's no way to search Ryanair here, but it should be around somewhere, because I remember I updated it. There are many of them, also on my YouTube channel. So what happens here is price action wise, okay? Very strong rally, very large candlestick bodies closing at very high in the candlestick range. So again, price action, supply and demand are key for stock trading, okay? You need to understand this. So you need very strong rally, and now you can see that the candlestick bodies and the upper and the lower wick are getting bigger and bigger. Same thing there. This is like, oh wow, this is going to continue rallying. No, we've got an engulfing pattern over there. This is the end of the move. And price drops after 4 months, and in July 2024, the demand level is reached. Okay. There it is. And this is what we are waiting. And all this is updated here for everyone to see. Okay. There it is. May 7, waiting for the demand level to be reached. Monthly demand level on the 23rd of July, and I add this gifty Ryanair. Will Ryanair take off from this imbalance? That's what we were waiting. So Ryanair, yeah, they're putting off kerosene, okay, gasoline. Probably this is going to happen. And then the last update, I just was doing some fun with the animations. Taking off of this imbalance as expected, published on the 23rd of September. Okay, somebody laughing about it, and this is the last update. Okay, so it's and this is how it works, and this is also some of them. Obviously, once a week, I share a newsletter with those members subscribed to them, and I share some ideas and all that. And like I'm going to do now with this video, which is going to take some time. I've been talking like for 24 minutes. But I believe that you can learn some nuggets of, let's say, wisdom, quote unquote wisdom, price action, supply and demand. That might help you. It might open your eyes to using the bigger time frames too. That doesn't mean that you cannot trade intraday stock strategies off this demand level, as explained in the course. Okay, and I'm going to be publishing now another course to help you understand the smaller time frames, using them off or as a reaction to the bigger time frames. And this is going to change the way you look at it, at the markets. Okay, and I'm going to publish it in a few days probably. But I wanted to record this video first. So we were waiting for that. So after a very strong rally, we want a pullback to that, the origin of the basing structure here, which is made of 2 candlestick patterns, and this is called an engulfing pattern, a bullish engulfing pattern. And this is very common at the basing structures of demand levels, the bullish engulfing patterns and the bearish engulfing patterns at supply. But this is not supply, this is demand. This is not demand, this is not demand, this is not supply. I mean, this is demand. There's no demand here except this one, no imbalance, as explained in the supply and demand trading course. But now you can use smaller, knowing that we are expecting this and hopefully the break of these highs, as we could see on Zillow. You can use smaller time frame strategies. You can use even like smaller time frame stock strategies using like indicators, oscillators like RSI or many other Bollinger Bands, EMA crosses in the smaller time frames to take advantage of this move if you did not take this trade at the monthly demand level for Ryanair stock, okay, at $39 per share. Okay, so for now the stock, since the imbalance was reached, the stock has rallied like like 22%. Okay, so and if you take the trade here from the proximal line and you protect it, adding the stop loss, a little bit of wiggle room, so the stock has rallied almost 200%. So right now you could be making like 130% or something like that. So imagine if you risk $1,000, you will be making $1,300 of profit. 10,000, you will be making a lot more money. Okay, and it's always about this. This is not demand, etc., etc., and this is very strong. And you need to pay attention to the charts, no matter which time frame you're looking at. I mean, price action, supply and demand, there are very different price action candlestick patterns, multiple candlestick patterns, and this one is playing out as expected. Okay, and this is for Ryanair. This, like I said, Ryanair stock is running, expecting price to rally much higher. So another example that was published on the website and videos and all that. And let's take a look at another one. And it doesn't need to be known. I mean, I don't even know what this company does. Northern Corporation. No idea. Okay. I have no idea what this company does. I created an article, I believe, some time ago, but obviously I forgot because there are so many stocks, so many articles. So let's see. I don't know. NDSN. Oh, probably it was published on here somewhere. Yeah, NDSN. Okay, I'm talking there. That's me. Okay, we're expecting price to do this on the monthly time frame. I explained it there. Okay, this is published way before the fact. It was published on the 19th of June. This was called before the fact to on the website over there. I'm not gonna go over it because it's gonna like make this video even longer, but it's there. You can see on Instagram that is there. Okay, and you just kind of change the dates. It's the way it is. Okay, you just kind of edit here. Okay, I'm gonna edit this. I'm gonna change the date. So if it works, then okay. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna edit the date. No, it's just there. Okay, together with Zillow and many others, Ryanair and many others. Okay, so as you can see here on Northern Corporation American stock, we've got that demand level at 222, which is there. Okay, and look at the precision of the analysis and the reaction. Okay, look at the reaction happened there. So to the tick, Okay, the imbalance is trading at 222. The proximal line, this is the proximal line, this is the distal line for that imbalance for this American stock. And well, price, what's the price for this one? Like it's like 20 cents. It penetrated the level like 20 cents, and look at the reaction. It's insane. So if you take the full level, more or less, this is like not measured properly, but it's an approximation. So 100% profit, 200% profit, 300% profit, almost. So you tripled your investment, almost tripled your investment already, okay? And all these, like I said, were published. So, and again, we've got a similarity here, okay? So look at the difference between these price action here and this price action there and this there. It's very, very different. Here we have like two very large candlestick bodies, okay? And then you say, okay, I'm going to take breakout trades. Okay, plays out for a little bit, for a few weeks, and then it drops. Where does it drop? Where we were expecting. It drops to the demand level. Stock, price action wise, drops down there to that demand level. So you can use now smaller time frame strategy as explained in the course to trade this imbalance and the reaction, unless you take the full level and forget about it, which is the soul or behind, or the idea behind Set and Forget Online Trading Academy. You take a trade based on this imbalance and you forget about it, and that's it. 4 months rallying, you tripled your investment already, no matter which investment it was, how much money you risk, $100, 1,000, 10,000, whatever, you tripled it, almost tripled it, okay? So this is for that one. And then probably you don't even know this stock. And many of the stocks that I'm publishing and on my blog here and on Instagram and on the website, so don't forget, there are thousands of them. There are almost, 70,000 analyses throughout the years over there. And I don't even know what they do. I don't care. I know that Ryanair is like a hot stock. It's an airline. They are tagged like that. Industrial industry, and it is an Irish stock. So you can then say, okay, let's take a look at the hot stocks, and you click on it, and then you're gonna have a list of all the hot stocks. Okay, and right now there are like 303. So you're gonna filter by the airlines. Okay, you've got 35 airlines: Ryanair, Delta Airlines, Azul. We've got Jets, or that's an ETF, JetBlue Airways, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so but what I'm trying to make clear here, what I'm trying to put forward is that there are many strategies, like stock strategies, that you can use to trade price action as it reacts to this strong imbalance on this American stock. Okay, so it will help you stay focused and plan trades with a high degree of accuracy. I mean, and you can plan it with many weeks ahead of time. So how can I, Alfonso Moreno, Spanish, being like a teacher, a dancer, a photographer, web designer, a croupier in a casino, and then how can I predict this? I mean, I wasn't taught this, okay? I just learned it through practice and backtesting. And as you can see, I don't use any indicator, okay? And I can predict that. If I can do it, someone with no financial background, obviously you can do it, okay? But sometimes you need to sort of erase most of the knowledge you have about stock market and the Forex market, even cryptocurrencies market, to trade these imbalances and start using the bigger time frames, and then the smaller time frame strategies, stock strategies and Forex strategies to trade off this imbalance. So this one is also done. So let's take a look at another one, Pfizer. This company was very well known before COVID-19, but after COVID-19, the whole world knows which this company is. Okay, it's like crazy. You know, they developed the first COVID-19 vaccine. Okay, and I think they were the first, but there were other Moderna and others. But Pfizer, we take a look at Pfizer, and This is the monthly, but we've got the weekly here. And on the weekly, we've got this imbalance, which was also mentioned, okay, on other analysis here. Pfizer should be somewhere. See, this is what we are expecting. That's what we are expecting on Pfizer. Okay, that was published on the 4th of September on the website. Center for Airline Trading Academy should be published before, because I don't consider a trade valid unless it has been published way before they happen. Okay, so there it is. You see, 6th of August, we're expecting price to drop to the level at $28 per share. And then it drops down there, the 20th of August 2024, and it's playing out. It's playing out. Those are updates, new levels of demand on the 4-hour, waiting for the pullback. This is smaller time frame, so swing trading as well. Swing stock trading, stock swing trading, whatever you want to call it. And this is playing out, creating another one. And this is how it works, okay? To control, trying to play out, trying to manage the position, okay? Should be managed and protected. So, and this is how it goes. And you can use those smaller time frames and even 1-hour time frames as a reaction to these long-term swing stock trade opportunity, okay? As you can see now, as price reacts, you can see new engulfing patterns, and new one being created, bullish engulfing pattern. This is like price action again, off, and strong imbalance on this stock, on Pfizer, which everybody knows. So look at the strength of this simple, very strong rally. Oh wow, I'm gonna do the breakouts, stock trading breakouts, or breakout stock trading, okay? And then, poops, what happened there? I lost. Why? Well, because we should have been waiting for price to drop to Pfizer, on Pfizer stock, to that imbalance, the proximal line sitting at $28 per share. And it did in the middle of August 2024, and it's been rallying and reacting to this imbalance. The stock has been rallying, and it's been like, since there, approximate, what's happened there? Why does it appear there? Okay, so from here to there, 9% more or less, which is like 100% minimum investment, because if I take the width of this imbalance and add a little bit of stop wiggle room, the stock rallied almost 200%. So you doubled your investment. And that's crazy. It took like 2 months, more or less. Okay. But that's it. In 2 months, you double your investment. Okay. But obviously, most people want to double their investment in 1 hour. And that's the thing. So that's, well, difficult, can be done, but most people won't be able to do it. And I'm talking about 99.9%. Consistently, every single day, week, every single month. So, okay, but that's another thing. So this is Pfizer, as you can see, and it shares the same, the price action wise, it shares the same personality as the other stocks that we've been talking about on Zillow Group, Ryanair, on Nordstrom, sorry, it's very difficult to pronounce, and they just play out, okay? But you need to be patient. Success in trading is all about patience and not over trading, not chasing out trades, because, you know already, if you've been trading for some time, stocks or Forex or whatever, any market, you know that everything has to do with how well you control your emotions, your feelings, and your urge to trade. And it's all about that. The strategy becomes secondary, because success in trading, in my humble opinion, depends 99% on the emotions behind the operator. The guy, me, you, that pulls the trigger when you place a trade. Regardless of the strategy becomes secondary, because you start breaking the rules and you start chasing the trade, you lose, and then you double the risk on the next one to recover the losses, and then you lose again, and now you are like 3-4% down, and then you double it again, and it's crazy. You know what I mean? This is not going to be like a webinar talking about stock trade management and emotions and all that. You know that. It's crazy. Okay. So this is Pfizer, and a very well-known stock company in the world, okay, American company, And it's also on the website. Oh, this one, Manchester, Manu, okay? We've got this one and say, oh, well, this is a weekly time frame, okay? Look at the mess there. So why is price rallying on the weekly? Why is it rallying? By the way, this is an imbalance, okay? But we're not going to go short. We're not going to sell this stock here, regardless of how strong this imbalance is, because if we take, let's go one time frame higher, voila, we've got an imbalance there. And this was published on here, Instagram, and also published on, don't forget, Online Trading Academy way before this rally happened, okay? Look at that. February 16th, monthly uptrend, expecting the dump of the stock in the following weeks, trying to reach monthly demand one, okay, where long positions on this stock will be possible again. I even draw an arrow for dummies. I'm not telling you that you're a dummy, but you know what I mean. It's like, this is what we are expecting. Sometimes you will reverse. Well, that was no trade. What's the point? I mean, what's the problem? No problem. So, still trying. Okay, that's a long-term demand level, okay? And now it reaches that monthly demand level, okay? And look at the reaction, okay? Look, update, July 17th. And I will update it again, probably tomorrow after this recording, because it's playing out as expected. And where is it? Well, it just dropped a little bit, but we're expecting this. Minimum, this stock should reach, remember, the weekly demand supply level there. So that's minimum, okay? And we're expecting that to be broken, but I don't think this is going to, cut through it like butter. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some price action there. Candlestick to absorb all the sellers up there. So now we are expecting this weekly candle in 2 days in the middle of October 2024. It's like absorbing, engulfing this. And we are expecting this week, the next week, next month, okay? Based on the fact that we've got also a very strong imbalance on the weekly, and as you can see here in the monthly, also a very strong imbalance on the monthly. And again, we have the same similarity that we said before, very strong. This is the largest candlestick ever for this particular stock. It's like 3-4 times larger and wider than any other price action or candlestick on the chart. So you can imagine that that's where you have to buy. But again, if you start looking, okay, I'm gonna trade, I'm going short, this stock is like dropping like a rock, I'm gonna sell short. Nope, it reverses. Why is it reversing from there? Why the heck does Manchester stock reverses from that particular area at $14 per share? Because it has a strong imbalance on the monthly, has taken control. It is as simple as that, okay? But obviously, most stock traders do not consider the monthly time frame or the weekly time frame to position themselves. What happened there? Why this keep on coming up? 1M monthly, okay? Okay, so we've got that one. Let's go back to the chart that we were before. It doesn't go back. Okay, no problem. So Control Z doesn't undo anything. So, okay. So again, price action, supply and demand, they are both like interweaved, they're connected. One cannot exist without the other. And you have to have the capacity and the skills to connect both of them through or by examining price action and the strength and the width of the candlestick bodies and also the wicks. This is showing you, look at that, very strong rally, and look at the strength of those bearish wicks. It's telling you, hey, the selling pressure is very strong. Do not buy. If you do breakout trading, you're going to lose. Okay? And now price steadily and slowly drops to the imbalance on the monthly. And then it's been rallying for 6 months, for half a year, okay? So you can obviously use the smaller time frames to trade the stock, smaller time frame, intraday short-term stock strategies to trade off this imbalance. But now that you are aware of this imbalance, then you can see the reaction. Look at the reaction of the imbalance on the monthly, which was also an imbalance on the daily. So all this is the monthly, the weekly, etc. And look at the reaction that day, which was the 11th of September 2024. Maybe some news happened. I have no idea. Okay. Or let's see what happened. If I go here to events and I enable the earnings. Okay, there it is. Positive earnings. There it is. That's why it rallies. But it rallies together. I mean, when you've got positive earnings and demand, that's perfect. And many times you're going to have negative earnings and then it rallies. Why? Because there is a strong imbalance. But in this particular case, as you can see, there was positive earnings right there. Okay. Let me enable it again. Earnings, and let's see what happened there. Well, surprise, 7.12%. Okay. And surprising about 2.7. Okay, good. And so we had that demand level in control. And again, price action wise is just perfect. Okay. And that's another one that was also on the published and sent by email as well. And it's crazy. And let's continue with stocks. Then we're going to do some Forex and analysis, stock Forex cross pairs analysis using supply and demand strategies for short-term, intraday, and in long-term swing trading. And but let's finish with stocks that I had here. Sorry, Visa. So this is what we have on Visa. All the dailies like what's going on here. We've got like high, another high, another high. Okay, let's keep on buying. Oops, what happened? It dropped. What the heck happened here? I was holding a trade for some time, blah, blah, blah. I was doing like breakout trading and then suddenly it drops. Why did Visa dropped? And then I wrote an article, okay? You can check it out here. I think it's here. Visa somewhere. Okay, there. Visa's competitive edge. Why the credit card giant is still a solid long-term bet. Post Department of Justice lawsuit. Okay, for Visa company. And this was published the 26th of September, almost a month ago. And here is the article that I wrote. And here is the imbalance that I drew on the weekly time frame. Okay, we are looking at the daily, but you don't see what's going to happen here. Now we've got a pretty strong imbalance on the weekly demand, on the weekly time frame. So look at that, strong rally, price action wise, very large candlestick, another one, and then suddenly we have a black negative candle. Oops, no more longs, my friend. Don't try to do breakout trading or smaller time frames to go long and buy shares of Visa because you're not going to make it. It's not going to work. Okay. And look what happened there. So stock, Visa stock dropped exactly to that weekly demand level at $269 and it kissed the proximal line, the imbalance, and it's been rallying ever since. 4.5%, which is a lot considering that if you take the imbalance like that, okay, you have already tripled your investment, regardless of the amount of money that you risked there. And if you go here, you can see that there. It's just like, okay, this is an image. Alfonso can edit the image and then delete it, edit, blah, blah, blah. Well, yes, that could be possible, but that's not my style, obviously. So when you go here, where is this one? Visa. This is an update from today's, okay, from today, before the market open. This is the pre-market. And Visa should be here. You see, there it is. Publish when, okay, and then it's rallying as expected. So if we go here to the website, Visa Incorporation. Okay. This is what we have. Weekly uptrend, demand took control. expecting this. Arrows for dummies. Reacting. Look at the reaction that day. Like a few days later, then on September 27th of 2024, look at the strength of that wick. Look at the reaction. Now, that's the wick, and it's been rallying as we expected. Okay? And again, it shares the very similarities in price action. Okay? So now price reaches that area, you can start say, okay, now that I know that the weekly demand level is in control, I can start using short-term intraday stock strategies to buy off this imbalance. Okay? This is not support and resistance, this is an imbalance. And we could predict the pullback and the reaction with weeks in advance, as you can see. Okay, so if I can do that, then you can do that as well. And that's why the course has been created. Okay, and there's also coaching for if you're needed. Okay, so this is Visa, another of the many stocks. Okay, and let's do another one. Okay, that I'm only doing the ones that I share in the free blog analysis. Okay, and also on my Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook account. Okay, I'm not going to talk about hundreds of others. Okay, only about those that I publish here and on Instagram, so that you can see that I did the analysis before it happened and as it happened, and there's no way to lie about that. Okay. Okay, good. So what about Tesla? So, well, Tesla, we've got this little nice level there or there. It's a little bit wider, but it just did it fast. Look at that. Very strong rally. It already rallied like 45% since the trade was recommended. Trade idea for Tesla. Okay, if we go here, Tesla should be somewhere. Tesla, top reasons why Tesla stock is a must-have in your 20,000 portfolio. Look at that. This is the image. We are expecting this. Okay, that was published on the website, the July 26th, and look at the reaction. This is where when I roll the article, okay, I saw it react. But as you will see here on Tesla, we're going to talk now about the quality of the imbalance and all that. This is the last update. I was expecting price to drop from there, and that's exactly what happened. And now we're expecting this. So we can see the imbalance. It's way farther back in time. Okay, but that's what we're expecting. So the imbalance was there. And now we're expecting, hopefully, price will start to rally on Tesla stock. So as price retraces to this strong imbalance, because look at the strength of the movement. Okay, we've got two large candlesticks. So price action wise, very, very bullish on Tesla stock on the weekly time frame. And then look at that high wave candlestick, high wave doji. Almost a doji, it's a high wave candle, and then followed by a engulfing pattern, end of the move, price drops where we were expecting, exactly as we expected. So this is a long-term stock trade idea, okay, trade opportunity. You can take advantage of the smaller time frames now again. If you start getting new signals on the smaller time frames, using any intraday short-term stock strategy, it doesn't have to be a supply and demand stock strategy. You can use indicators, oscillators, and all kind of strategies. Remember that there are so many that work. It's that the problem is that they do not work most of the time because, like I said, the operator, the trader behind it, takes like a lot of time to make so many changes in mind, start chasing trades, stop loss to break even too soon, blah, blah, blah. Or they double in the risk because they lost the previous trade, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So that's it. So, but now we should be expecting, this is like rallies, it bases, and from there, 1 to 3. Okay? And then from there, we are expecting price to do this. So hopefully it will, as it did from here. But this is not an imbalance. This is based on price action. Yeah, this is not an imbalance. This is an imbalance. Okay, so this is Tesla. So we've seen several stocks. We've seen Tesla, we've seen Pfizer, Manchester, Manu, Visa, also Zillow Group, Ryanair, airline stock, to crazy. Okay, so let's take a look now at some of ETFs. Bitcoin, you know, cryptocurrency is like, wow, everybody knows now what a cryptocurrency is. A few years ago, nobody did. Okay, not even myself. So, well, let's take a look at Bitcoin, BTC versus the Tether, okay? Binance. So this is what we have. This is a weekly time frame, and it could look like a little bit of a mess, okay? It's like high, all-time, this is all-time high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then suddenly we've got a higher low. So what happened? This candlestick here on the weekly, high wave candle too, like the one I explained before for Tesla, high wave candle, well, end of the move. But why do we have this large lower wick? Well, you can't know that until you see the context, multiple time frame analysis, stock analysis. If you go to the monthly time frame, we've got another imbalance there, okay? Another doji, and that was this movement here made of two large candlestick bodies, as you can see, broke all-time highs, and now what happens? All breakout cryptocurrencies, short-term, even swing-term breakout traders, they buy, fake out, and it dropped. To where? To the imbalance on the monthly mentioned again here. I'm not gonna waste time going over this. It's on the Hot Picks blog. It's on Instagram. Okay, you can check that. You can verify. Maybe I missed a couple of them on this video, but most of them are there. Okay. It kissed the proximal line at 48,969, and then it rallied like crazy. Okay, it's been rallied almost 40% in 3 months, in 2 months and a half. And a very similar imbalance, it's available on Ethereum cryptocurrency as well. Okay, but I could be talking here for hours and hours and hours, but I have decided I want to start new webinars, free webinars, analyzing the latest trade ideas for free for YouTube and for anyone in my newsletter, because I believe that you're going to take advantage of this and you're going to be able to make some money, which will obviously help in your economy, your family, and all that, and that's going to be great. Okay, so now that we did Bitcoin, this is the monthly time frame. Okay, you can use the smaller time frames for short-term intraday scalping strategies on Bitcoin cryptocurrency. Okay, regardless of using the monthly demand level. But if you are unaware of this, I don't know what people were talking at the time, but maybe they will say, oh, Bitcoin is dropping to, I don't know which support level there, blah, blah. No, it just dropped to the demand, Bitcoin dropped to the demand level on the monthly. That's it. Over. I mean, it's very simple. Okay. So now, since we are talking about Bitcoin, let's talk about some ETFs. Okay, like ETF, which is Valkyrie, Bitcoin, and Ether strategy ETF. What do we have here, my friend? We have a strong demand level on the monthly, very similar to the imbalance that I mentioned on Bitcoin cryptocurrency. So price action wise, look at the strength of this bullish candle over there. So, and again, there should be an analysis somewhere over there. Okay. We also did the analysis on this one, this is the euro versus the pound, but there's some like gas cryptocurrency, PolyX cryptocurrency too. This is gas, this is PolyX, and I want to review them too on this video. So this is Tesla, and let's go back to BDF. So BDF, that's what we are doing here. Price rallies, it creates the imbalance in 2 months, and then it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th month in the August 2024, it retraces to this imbalance and it's playing out. So now you can use short-term intraday cryptocurrency strategies to do short-term and even scalping cryptos it doesn't matter which strategy. You can use supply and demand cryptocurrency strategies, or you can use any kind of indicator or oscillator. It doesn't matter, okay? And take advantage of this reaction on BTF ETF, Valkyrie, Bitcoin, and Ether strategy ETF. And since the Bitcoin is doing the same thing, but I guess these are correlated, okay? Bitcoin is running, trying to break all-time highs, so now it starts to react to this imbalance in the monthly, and they are like correlated also in the monthly time frame, and we're expecting this. If Bitcoin continues to break higher, okay, then we are going to expect a Bitcoin all-time highs, and also this one is going to break these highs and probably all-time highs, maybe in half a year or something like that. Maybe at the beginning of 2025, BTF, Valkyrie Bitcoin ETF, BTF will be will have broken all-time highs, okay? And with the help of this monthly demand imbalance, this price level over there, helped now with this reaction using price action, okay? Strategies. So that's BTF, BITO, and Bitcoin, okay? And since we are doing cryptos, let's analyze gas, okay? Gas USDT. So on gas USDT, this is what we have. This is like very large. I mean, this is like crazy volatility. But if I use the logarithmic approach, logarithmic scale, we're gonna see how, well, this is a very strong imbalance over there, and it's reacting. It's been reacting for 3.5 months already. And this cryptocurrency gas, which is now trading at 4.3, it was also published here. Should be somewhere. Okay, it was published before, and then here we're expecting this. It's going to take some time. And the same thing happened with PolyXO crypto, Polymesh cryptocurrency. So if we go now to Polymesh, which is PolyX USDT, there we have the level. Okay, same thing. Look, this is the largest, strongest candlestick ever for this particular cryptocurrency, okay? PolyX, okay? Polymesh. So price rallies, okay, breakout traders, let's get on board. Oops, what happened? What happened to those breakout traders? They lost. Why? Because they were not aware of supply and demand imbalances on the bigger time frames. And since they are doing like short term and all that, which, okay, plays out many times, regardless of the strategy, but breakout trading after a strong imbalance on the bigger time frame, that's a recipe for disaster, for losing money in your cryptocurrency trading strategies. No matter which one you're using, price action plus supply and demand beat and trump every other approach or trading strategy in the market. And I can say that with 100% of accuracy. Okay, or conviction, because it just happened. It is like that. Okay, sometime, okay, it will play out and all that. Maybe you're using volume analysis, or you're using like small time frames. Short term, you buy and sell like rapidly. Obviously, that will play out a little bit. But if you are like you have a part-time or full-time job, you don't have time to look at the charts every day after you're working like from 9 to 5 or 10 hours a day. Then you need to take care of your family, your wife, pick your children up from the school, then cook something for them because your wife is busy. I mean, you just can't do cryptocurrency short-term intraday trading. It's just not possible. Or it is, but then obviously you're going to lose your car, your house, your children, and your wife. Because you're going to get obsessed, because this is addictive. And you're going to lose everything you have. Not only money, but your, okay, I didn't say the word, life. And you know that. And probably you are one of them. It is what it is, okay? So, and there are many others, okay? I'm just talking about the ones that I explained, and I'm going to end, because it's already like more than an hour, but I'm going to use euro versus the Kiwi, the euro versus the New Zealand dollar. And we've got this little guy here, the demand level on the weekly, which was mentioned on the website and over there. And also on Instagram, should be somewhere. There's so many here. oh, we are expecting this on the euro versus the New Zealand dollar Forex cross pair. So you now can take advantage of these strong imbalance on the weekly, and trade all the way up. Okay, minimum there to that strong bearish impulse. Price action, remember, is very, very critical to supply and demand, and then or even higher. Okay, and that's the trade which is playing out. Okay, and if now we take a look at the weekly, look at that. Since that was published, okay, it went a little bit lower, but what's the problem? I mean, we are not saying, okay, now the demand level is in control, oops, and this is going to happen instantaneously. Well, many times it happens, but sometimes it just drops a little bit more, okay, and then still the level is valid, because if you take the full level, you place your Forex trade there, long-term swing trade for Forex, stop loss there, and you're already almost doubled your investment in 2 weeks. Okay, but problem is that most traders, Forex traders, want to double their investment or triple, quadruple in a few hours every day. And that's the problem. Okay, and you know what I'm going to say. It's like that. I mean, success depends on your attitude and your money management and all that. And this is the Euro Kiwi. Okay, so we did other Euro cross pair, we did the Aussie Kiwi, I believe, too. And the same thing. Look at that. Okay, this should be somewhere Aussie Kiwi, because I remember somebody said was like arguing with me that it was not good, blah blah blah, and I replied, where is it? Should be Aussie Kiwi. There it is. Okay, and somebody was discussing, no, this is not good, blah blah blah. Just relate. This is the arrow. Okay, this is the trade that was mentioned the 11th of September. And as you can see, it rallied. Okay, obviously it could have dropped and the Forex trade would have been a loss. Okay, but this is a very strong imbalance. Okay, and this is another one, but price never pulled back. It tried to Forex cross pair, it tried on June 2024, but it couldn't. But then this one did pull back in the 11th of September 2024. So probably we're going to have to wait a little bit for a pullback there or new imbalance. But again, you can use more time frame Forex strategies for intraday Forex trading, scalping Forex strategies, any of that, but only bullish, because we've got a long-term strong demand level on the weekly playing out really, really well. Okay, so it's like assuming this is going to happen and then from there going long, it means that you know that price is going to do that, I'm going to do that, and nobody knows that. So you will be assuming this is going to happen, and probably price will do like this, and then it rallies again. Oh, I lost. Well, you broke the rules. We've got an uptrend, and there are 3 things you can do when you trade. 3 ways of trading. You can buy, you can sell, you can do nothing. You can sit on your hands, and most of the time you are sitting on your hands, waiting for the perfect high probability Forex trading scenario, trading opportunity, using any strategy, okay, to pull before you pull the trigger. And we are using supply and demand Forex strategies to trade together with price action analysis. Both of them are interweaved, connected. One doesn't work without the other. Okay, so that was the Aussie Kiwi, and the last one I posted, I think, was the Euro versus the Australian dollar Forex cross pair, and that one is there. Look at that. Okay, playing out really well, very similar to the Aussie, the Australian dollar versus the Kiwi dollar, and the Euro versus the New Zealand dollar, the Kiwi dollar too. Look at the strength of the imbalance. Okay, 3 weeks to be formed, very large candlestick price action wise. This is like very strong impulse for this Forex cross pair, the Euro versus the Australian dollar Forex cross pair. And look at the strength of that bearish wick. End of the move. Bye bye. No more. Breakout traders, well, if you do intraday, you would have made a lot of money. But if you do swing trading, Forex trading, then you lose. And now this is long term. This is what we want. Okay? This is what we expect. Now you can start using Forex cross pair, Forex trading strategies for intraday and scalping, or even obviously swing long term Forex strategies like supply and demand Forex strategy and all that. Okay? So, and this is more or less what I wanted to cover. I don't want to make this video even longer. It's been more than an hour. I just wanted to show you some of the latest examples published on my Instagram account, not on YouTube, because I stopped publishing YouTube a few months ago. I didn't know what to do with it after YouTube decided to remove my channel and all the content for 12 years. So, but they are available on the Center for Airline Trading Academy, and they are available also on the Hot Picks blog, Instagram, and YouTube. On Facebook. So you can check that. I mean, some of the latest ones over there. So this is for free. And if you want to become a member, take advantage of trade ideas for stock, cryptos, and Forex and ETFs, there are plans that you can use to become a member, take advantage of this. So you can use these imbalances as a foundation. You don't need to know where they are. You can use these imbalances as the foundation for you to take trades, in this case for the Euro-Aussie Forex cross pair, using other intraday short-term Forex trading strategies. Now that you know, that you are aware that there is a very strong imbalance on the weekly for the euro versus the Australian dollar, and we are expecting this. Okay? Have a great day.